Hi, this is Mr. Davis and I'm on Classroom, but what I'm going to do is make a video on how to design your screens for your birthday card app in AppLab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to code.org. Okay, I'm already signed in. What you guys need to do is click the red button that says continue with Google. When you go into code.org, it by default brings you to your dashboard. And what you need to do is scroll down and find this purple icon that says App Lab and click on it. Now it's going to open up App Lab with the full complement of code blocks. Do not be intimidated by it. We will only need 2 lines of code to create this project, and I will be going over that and how to share in the next video. So, as you can see, we have a teal bar across the top that has the name of your project, a button to rename it, a share button, and a remix button. So I'm going to first click rename. I'm going to call this birthday card demo. I'm going to click save. Okay. In computer science, JavaScript, it's very important that everything has a clear and concise name, especially with your IDs. Okay. And I'll explain that in a second. Below this strip, we have a code view, a design view, and a data view. The data view is only if you are collecting information from, say, a survey, which we're not going to be doing, so we need not worry about this tab today. We're going to work strictly with the design tab today. One thing I want to point out, though, is in the code, as you can see, every piece of code in UI has an ID drop-down. So it's very important that we give every object in this app a clear ID. So we'll go to design. Now you can see we have one screen with nothing on it. As I said, we are going to give this a new ID. I am going to call this welcome screen. And that is the way that you type in JavaScript syntax, only capitalizing the words. You cannot put spaces in, okay? It will not allow you. So now we have a name for the screen, and we're going to put 2 things on the screen, a label and a button. Common mistake is students use text input icons. Okay, this is only if we were sending out a survey and you wanted someone to say input their first name and their last name. So I'm going to take the label and drag it over. Now we have a plain white label that just says text. So I'm going to change this to welcome label. And I am going to change the text to hi. I have a surprise for you. Okay, now you can see that it just went basically across the screen. Now what I want to do is I want to take this label and I want to increase the size of the lettering to 36 point. Okay, now you can see it looks really jagged. I'm going to move the label over to the left side, stretch it out, center it. It says text alignment, center. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do, okay, is decide what color you want and what font. I'm going to choose like a light blue because it's a birthday card and that's just one of the standard colors. And I'm going to show you how to copy this color into your button in 1 second. So once you get this lined up, like I said, drag it against the left side and then stretch it all the way to the right. Then come up here and drag a button in. Now right away, the yellow and the blue does not look very good. I'm going to take my button and do the same thing. Drag it all the way to the left and stretch it all the way across to the right side. I am going to go back to the label for a split second and copy the text color, Control C, come back to my button, and where it says background color, Control V. And what this will do now is give me matching colors. You do not have to do this. I'm just showing you in case you want to. So the button 1 is going to start the whole app. So I'm going to change the name to Start Button. And this is something I commonly do in all of my projects. I'm going to change the button text to click me. And I'm going to change the size back to 36 point. So there we have it. Now this is perfectly acceptable for a start screen. Welcome, make sure you name the screen, welcome screen, welcome label, stop button, okay? And just get the elements on the screen if you need to, and then work with the formatting and the colors later, if that helps you. Okay, so we have our first screen finished. We're going to create a second screen. And what I'm going to do is go new screen. This is where we're going to put our greeting card. So I'm going to call this card screen. It's very simple. Just take our image placeholder, which is the fourth one down on the left. I like to cover the whole screen. Now, I am going to call this image card image. And then I'm going to go right down, watch my mouse to choose upload file. It's going to bring me to my documents because I'm on a PC right now. I'm going to choose this birthday card right here that I made for my 2A class. It shows up. I go over to the right and click choose. And that is the whole design piece of this project. So what you want to make sure is that when you hit run, that it goes to the welcome screen, okay? If it doesn't, what you need to do, okay, there is going to be a button to choose make default. You do not want your card to be the default screen. You want the welcome screen to be your default screen. So we're okay here. We have our two screens created. If you're going to make a change, make sure you hit reset. Welcome screen has a label and a button. And the card screen has an image placeholder where you put your picture. Okay, that's the whole lesson. And I'll come back with a second video on how to do the coding and how to share this project. Thank you.